Hello everyone, welcome to Octopath Traveler 0. So this won the Patreon poll, and I wanted to play this when it came out. I was so close to just playing it, but I was already in the middle of Final Fantasy Tactics, another long RPG, so I was like, I can't, so we're finally going to get to it. This is going to be a long one. One thing to note, a lot of my other playthroughs of JRPGs, I've usually done dub just because it's easier for people to kind of like, you know, catch on the side. Oh my god. Something was in my throat, jeez. It's usually easier for people to like listen and just kind of, you know, hear it on the side and stuff. I do think I'll play this one in Japanese though, because I do like Japanese audio for my JRPGs usually. So, and you know, if I decide like, oh, I don't want it or something like that, I can always change it down the line. But at least for right now, we have Japanese audio. So let us go ahead and hop in. I know basically nothing about this besides I have a friend that this was her first Octopath game and she really enjoys it. And you have town building. That's basically all I know. But this is going to be a long one, I'm sure. And it's based off of the mobile game. I know that too. Remember. Remember? The date that's in Edward Elric's watch? You can become anyone. You can go anywhere. And one day, I hope you'll share with me what you've experienced. And who you've become. Okay, I'll try to remember to share with you, thanks. Appreciated. Select my appearance. Oh, we get to create a character. Oh, interesting. Interesting. I'm not really sure which one I would want to go for. I mean, I usually go for the more femme option, but especially because longer hair. Oh wait, you can change hairstyle. Okay, wait, no, we're gonna go with this one. For sure, I think. Yeah, big ponytail. Yeah. We'll go for as much androgyny as we can get. I can have purple hair. That's kind of like an indigo though, so I'm not crazy about it. It's more like, yeah, it's like the bluish, more bluish side of purple. I kind of don't mind the pink hair. Could also go like brown or something, green. That just makes me look like a very specific character from like Fire Emblem, I think. But yeah, it's been a while since big JRPG won the Patreon poll. We've had like one before, right? Oh yeah, Suikoden won the Patreon poll. That is right. So we have had some JRPGs, but yeah, it's always a fight between the JRPGers and the like puzzle gamers and stuff like that, which makes sense. JRPGs are long, so you know I'm gonna be locked into this for quite a bit. Maybe I go for like this color, kind of gray hair. I don't know. I'm not positive. I usually like to go for like some pretty basic things, like black or something. But you know what? Screw it. Let's go some pink hair. Face eye color. I kind of like the way that looks. Ooh, wait, with red eyes, because there's a very specific kind of character archetype that I really love. And then change that to red. And then change you to this. Ooh, that is strong. I just like big ponytail too. Big ponytail is just so strong. Yeah, we're gonna go big ponytail with the red eyes and gray hair. And I do like those eyes a little bit more. Okay. Yeah, this is interesting. Never had to create a character before, but it makes sense if this is coming from the mobile game. Well, we'll go for that. Motions? Okay, so we get to choose which one of those we want. I like the wink. I like the wink. Give me the wink. This one's very cute as well. But give me the wink. Yeah.
ありがとう。ありがとな。礼を言う。ありがとう。ありがとう。ありがとう。礼を言う。ありがとな。ありがとう。
Which one do I want?
ありがとな。礼を言う。ありがとう。ありがとう。ありがとう。ありがとう。礼を言う。
I think this one. I think I like this one.
礼を言う。ありがとう。ありがとな。礼を言う。
Yeah. I think that's the kind of vibe I would want to go for. I think that's the kind of vibe I would want to go for. And yeah, they do just straight up have it listed as physique, which is nice. It's nice to see more games doing that these days. Alright, cool. Let's go ahead and confirm our character that basically looks like they could be a Belmont. Possibly could be a Belmont. But I like the hair and the red eyes. The like white hair, red eyes, or like gray hair, silver hair, red eyes. I've always really liked that aesthetic. It gives vampire, and I love that. So, let's go ahead and hop in. Do I have a name? Select the skill you've learned when you were young. Twin Shot Mastery, select a weapon and deal damage to a foe 2 times. You want to learn how to fight as a member of the Watch. So your father, the Watch Captain, taught you how to strike down enemies. Twin Shot. Select a weapon and deal damage to a foe 2 times. Interesting. So do I want to be a healer, an attacker? Grant HP recovery to an ally and restore SP by 10%. You wanted to learn how to heal the injured. So your mother, a former cleric, taught you how to ease the pain of others. This is really cool because this is way different. Like, you know, in Octopath games before, it's like you don't really create your character. So being able to effectively make a custom character is pretty neat. Weaken Foundation. Lower physical attack and physical defense of a foe for 2 turns. You showed a great interest in architecture, so the local carpenter taught you about everything you needed to know about structures. Ooh, I do like the idea of my character being like someone who weakens. So I could be a healer, I could be like an enchanter slash debuffer, or I could just, you know, be twin shot. Select a weapon and deal damage to a foe 2 times. Like, that seems fine, but if these are anything like, you know, the other games like, you know, Bravely Default, and the other Octopath games, there's going to be skills that just completely outclass this, so I'm kind of thinking of something that'll have a longer tail and will be good to the end of the game. So I'm thinking debuffs probably are the case here. Because it lowers physical attack and physical defense of a foe for 2 turns, so it's an attack loss and a defense loss, which is just phenomenal. Whereas select a weapon and deal damage to a foe 2 times is very good, but like probably outclassed by something like Godspeed Strike, or hell, even like pressure points, which the monks usually get, or someone usually gets in these games, where it's like it's an attack that ignores, you know, defense. And multiple hitting attacks, I feel, are only super useful in these games once you get the ability to break the damage threshold, or just do max damage, because then instead of just hitting once and doing 9999, you can hit twice and do 9999 plus 9999. So, I think for now, I think I want to go for Weaken. I think Weaken sounds good, yeah. Favorite dish? Grants the following effects for 15 turns? It's cooking going to be in this game? Noodle dish that can be slurped down quickly, elemental, physical defense, crit, elemental attack, evasion, and accuracy. I mean, honestly, I usually gravitate, especially in these games, because they're usually quite good, towards speed and stuff, but crit could be good. But if I'm going to be an enfeebling character, crit might not be the best thing for me. Also, it says crit plus 5%. Is that crit? I imagine that's crit chance, not crit damage. Because that is a difference, and saying just crit does not immediately tell me what I need to know there. I do like the idea of elemental attack up as well, but we can probably get a more pinpoint mage to do that, you know? I think speed. I think speed, because if I'm going to have the Weaken as my foundation, going first, so being the first person that, you know, that goes each turn so I can utilize that effectively, just seems smart. So yeah. Enter the name of your favorite dish. I don't know. It looks like strawberry jam? If it's some spaghetti, that's some very weird red spaghetti. What do I I'm trying to like think of a name or something that I could attach to this. Don't know. It's very red. It's very red. Let's see. It gives me +5 speed. We're gonna call it coward curry. My favorite food is coward curry. It increases my speed +5% for running away. Coward curry. Your mother's specialty is coward curry. Yeah. Belongings. Okay. Promise charm. Okay, so these are like probably unique. Maybe not once you get to end game. Maybe they're not unique anymore, but at least early on, probably unique accessories that you get. A bracelet you received several years back on the Day of Reverence. It was made by your childhood friend Stia, who has one just like it. So currently my physical attack is way higher than my elemental. A fragment of a letter, its content cannot be deciphered. You vaguely remember receiving this from a mysterious kitten when you were very young. Ooh. I wonder if that's anything to do with Kachis or Kate Sith for people that go with, you know, the pronunciation that people generally know more. But it's actually pronounced Kachi as far as I understand. That seems interesting. I might want that. So physical attack plus 10%, Ratatouille. Against the following effects for 15 turns. Elemental defense plus 20%. Dish favored by a once famous actor whose whereabouts are currently unknown. That's just like a consumable though. Do I really want that? Nourishing nut? Okay, I mean that's good. Yeah. Gives me max HP. Physical and elemental defense plus 10%. A key engraved with the crest of a dagger. A key you picked up in a town square when you were a child. Rumor has it a certain warrior is looking for it. A mushroom bed that can be maintained to yield a harvest of mushrooms at a later date. I mean, honestly, out of these things, I feel like I want to take the valuables. Like, the other things are probably good, but a promise charm and a fighter's wristband and stuff, like, I can probably get those, and nourishing nuts I can absolutely get. So we're gonna go for a letter fragment, ember shroom bed, which is, I imagine, something that you can probably plant in your town, because like I said, this game does have, like, a town management mechanic. I do know that. And give me the crested key. Yeah. Final confirmation. Finally, enter your name. I've kind of thought about it, and I've kind of come up with an idea for, I think, the name I would want for any kind of custom character that I put. So I'm just not always putting Quasi. So we're gonna go with Quinn. Nice and androgynous, and he still uses the Q. So let's go with Quinn. Quinn, we don't have a class. Sure. Let's begin Quinn's journey. I just like the name Quinn. I also like the name Gwyn, which is probably why I like Quinn. This is the land of Orsterra. Yup. It is said that the Flamebringer, Alfric, brought light to the world and sealed away the dark god here. Yeah, we've heard all about this. Where's Galdera? Now evil threatens this land once more. The wickedness that is human greed. Yeah, there's a lot of that. We already talked about that in Particio's story in 2. Okay, so this is Orsterra, but I wonder when this takes place comparatively to the other games. Like, where in the timeline does this one fall? I'm curious about that. Let's see. I definitely recognize that big cathedral. Because it's mentioning Elfric and stuff. I can't find anything about the specific time this takes place, so I'm just gonna pay attention to the game. I just looked on my phone really quick. And normally I would be reading this text and stuff. It is voiced though. It's just in Japanese. But I just like it in Japanese, I think. I do think I like it. Like usually like playing these games in Japanese. It also makes the like barks in combat, you know, less egregious and annoying sometimes, because sometimes you'll play a JRPG and they're like constantly saying the same lines over and over. It bothers me less if I don't know the language. So.
何を思う青き炎よ
Yeah, it's definitely very different from playing Octopath Traveler 2 in English to now playing this one in Japanese. But yeah, I prefer it, I think. Although I will miss like the funny voices like Particio and stuff. So I got to act all country.
素敵な眺めね。アリたちがあんなにあくせく働いている。でも彼らは心からあなたに従っているのかしら。
I mean, they shouldn't. What the hell do they owe you?
人の心は貧しいもの。動かすには富がなくてはね。
I mean, they probably just want to live.
富など取るに足らぬ。人の心を従えるのは有無を言わさぬ畏怖。権力だ。
でもあなたが本当に欲しいものは他にあるでしょ。指輪のありかを突き止めました。
Okay, we have like a wealthy, influential person that clearly has someone that's whispering in their ear to, you know, do some other things. Reminds me of so many JRPGs. It feels like it's always the advisor. There's always a seedy advisor that's advising the king to do like messed up stuff. Or the monarch in general.
ほう。この英雄に手を汚せというのか。
それには武器が必要でしょ。私が大量の武器をご用意して差し上げますわ。ただでとは言わないけれどね。
Weapons dealer.
強欲の魔女め。
Yeah, no, you sound exactly how I expected you would sound. I'm trying to decide if I want to put this on auto advance for the dialogue, especially since it's in Japanese, because as we've seen sometimes before, sometimes I won't be sure if a dialogue has ended yet or not, and I'll accidentally advance before it's finished. But it's also nice to just be able to kind of pause the dialogue like this and get some of my thoughts out. That was one of my biggest struggles when I played Xenoblade Chronicles 3, is like some of those cutscenes are like 40 minutes long, and I'm like, when do I talk?
君たちの心は実に醜悪だ。創作意欲をそそられる。
遅かったわね。大陸一の劇作家さ。
Playwright, eh?
名声など虚像に過ぎない。いい題材があるというからこんな僻地まで来たのだ。君たちを題材にしてもいいのだがね。
慎めよ。物書き風情。
Okay, someone's up their own ass.
焦らずとも望むものは手に入りますわ。間もなくね。
All right. Yeah, the monarch has the ear of multiple people. Or multiple people have his ear, rather. Quinn. Yeah, that's me. Remember, Quinn, you. Yeah, I what? What do I do? What do you mean? There I am, I'm eeping. Ooh, I got purple curtains, good taste. Good taste. I want to be able to change my clothes, actually.
ようやく起きたのね。嫌な夢でも見たのかしら。母さん母さんって言ってうなされてたわ。いつまでも子供じゃないんだからね。父さんはもう外でいつものをやってるわよ。早く行きなさいな、ねぼすけさん。
I like sleeping though. Eeping is the best. Eeping is absolutely top tier. Hold B while moving to dash, but beware, your chance of encountering enemies is higher while dashing. Main menu, path action, confirm, cancel, move character, select category, zoom in, zoom out. Continue the main story, continue the side stories, save point, treasure chest. Yeah, okay. And then yeah, that's how we display the entire map. Okay, well, examine all the things. We gotta. It's a requirement. No, I don't need to rest. Not again. Journal. Prologue. The morning it all began. Okay, so yeah, we can just replay cutscenes if we so desire. But yeah, I do like my Japanese audio. I mean, there's certain games that I've just never been able to play without Japanese audio, and I was always telling myself, I'm like, well, maybe it's easier for the viewers and stuff if I just play stuff in, you know, dub, but there's also a ton of people that just don't like dubs at all, which is understandable. You know, like some dubs are good, sometimes they're iffy, even nowadays. It makes sense, but I do think like playing the game in the language it was originally written for is usually a good call. I mean, I've played some other things in the native language as well. There was that Polish adventure game that I played that was in Polish the entire time. It just feels right, you know? But I know it's not going to be for everybody, but my content never is.
Hi, これお弁当よ。
Ah, my coward curry. Thanks for my coward curry.
腹が減っては戦はできぬってね。
I hate eating. I think I can.
父さんの鼻を明かしてやりなさい。
Gotta show father who's best. Wait, am I the pro tag of like Ruby and Sapphire? Is dad away being a gym leader in another town? I guess so. I guess so. Dishes have effects that can strengthen your entire party. Select items from the menu and consume a dish to unleash its effects in battle. Turns left will be carried over to the next battle. Oh, okay. And can I use them in fights? It doesn't look like it. It looks like you use them on the overworld and then... Okay, so this kind of has like the cooking system that a lot of games have had. And I was going to mention Tales games, but in Tales games it's mostly just for like kind of passive healing. Here it's like you actually get buffs and stuff, so... And it is for the entire party. I was thinking it just applied to me as my character individually, but it makes way more sense that it's a party-wide buff. Your father's already outside. You better hurry up, sleepyhead. What is my path action? Clap? Entreat. Ooh. We got entreat. Nice. Yeah, don't fail. Oh, what's wrong? I can fail with my own mother? Quinn's mother. She lovingly watches over her darling husband and child and makes the tastiest coward curry. I can fail at inquiring my own mother? Give me the nourishing nut. Sure, but don't tell your father. It's fine. I'm just gonna take this nut. Don't read into that. Ooh, 75. That's a pretty good amount of HP. Okay. Do I want to have my coward's curry now? It's for 15 turns. Why not? You know, we might be having like a fight or something coming up. And obviously, as I have mentioned before, these games are long. Me playing it will probably make it even longer because I talk to all NPCs and do all the things, and there's a lot to do in Octopath. Is that Papa? Or is that just like my mentor that trained me on the blade? Wishvale, the Woodlands region. So this is why I was kind of curious about what time period this takes place in. 0 makes me think it's a prequel to the other games. But we are in Orsterra, and you know, like, obviously Elfric's been mentioned and things, so... but I might look into it a little bit more to see what the, like, timeline for this is. Fried? Your name is Fried? Like, not Fred, like Fried. Okay, okay, I'm just making sure. Yeah, I take my training very seriously. I already noticed some VAs that are clearly, like, from Yakuza and stuff as well, because I've played a ton of those. Oh god, I gotta get a job. Oh, is this my enfeebling technique? Kakatte koi! Let's go! Okay. Various negotiations can be conducted with the townspeople. Actions that can be taken will vary according to people's value, wealth, power, or fame? That's different than how it worked before. It basically worked off of, like, your town, like, reputation? Interesting. Very interesting. So instead of, like, each character having their own individual path action, like being able to duel someone or entreat them and stuff like that, I have 3, and it just depends on, like, what stat that particular character values the most? Interesting. That is very different as far as path actions go. Okay, and there's clearly some NPCs we just can't talk to. This isn't Dragon Quest, so I can't just, like, go into the well, unfortunately. Take you on whenever you want. Okay, one sec. Let me inquire. Been waiting for this moment. Quinn's father and Wishvale's captain of the watch. Everyone in town trusts him with their lives. Possessions vacuum slice mastery. Okay, that's not quite what I thought. Yep, let's contend. Hold nothing back. Sure, Papa. Oh, you don't have one of the big cool sprites? Exploit. I mean, I guess that's mostly reserved for bosses, but I was like, maybe you can. Listen to the music! It's the music! I have this on my playlist. I listen to it so much. Exploit your foe's weakness to break down their defenses. Attack your foe's weak points to lower their shield points. Reduce shield points to 0 to break your foe. Exploit foe's weaknesses with Quinn's sword to gain the upper hand in battle. Weaknesses that can be exploited differ based on characters and their jobs. Yes. So. Downward slash abide. Raise on physical attack. Deal sword damage to a foe. Weaken foundation. And then, of course, we have BP and stuff as well. Yeah, act earlier next turn. So, alright. I think we can weaken your foundation. There we go. Eat that. Battle Basics 3, status effect icons. The following icons will display if a character status is changed. The digit shows the number of turns the effect will last. The X symbol indicates the number of times the effect will activate. Oh, that's interesting. Use descriptions of the icons displayed next to enemies by pressing back. Provoked, so we have taunts, fear, paralysis, blindness, silence, bleeding, and poison. Yeah, okay. Checks out. Effects that increase or decrease parameters can stack up to 2 tiers. Yeah, so we know about that. So it can go to like level 3. Weaken foundation. So now you're extra weak. That's fine. I'm just building up BP, nerd. Weaken. There we go. And then I can now... I mean, I could do that. We don't need to, though. You know what? Let's abide. Let's abide. We're gonna be all about big buffs. Okay. Alright, my skills. Yeah. I don't have a way to like check what you're vulnerable to. I don't have anything like that, so. Boom! 789. Nice.
よし
Yeah, maybe overkill.
一人前の自警団員だ
Dad's like, God damn, you buffed up, you set up on me and everything? Jesus. Calm down, kid. You've gotten stronger.
いい勝負だった
Hey. Okay, vacuum slice mastery, nothing left to win. Dunzo.
ウィッシュベールの明日のために我ら自警団の教えだ何を守るために剣を振るうのか胸に刻んでおけさて明日は聖火祭だな皆が安心して祝えるようにせねば自警団の腕の見せ所だ
Oh, this town's getting burned to the ground, huh?
少し街を見回ってきてくれないかまずは大工のラボレさんの家を訪ねるんだ明日の準備で大変そうにしていた手伝えることがあれば手伝ってこい
Cool. Yeah. These skills can be swapped out much like equipment. Go to equip skills from the menu, select an action skill to equip, try equipping the action skill Vacuum Slice Mastery. Sword action skills can only be equipped with characters that wield swords, and unleash the skill in battle. So am I locked to swords? I imagine not. I mean, at least currently it seems like I might be. With my current class, but I'll probably be able to change and things. Okay, and skills. Equip skills. So, battle. I have to unlock that slot. Deal great sword damage to a foe. That seems nice. That seems nice. Yep, JP needed to unlock equipment slot. Okay. Journal. Just the prologue's been updated, I'm sure. Yeah, that notification's going to bother me for sure. Other settings, tutorials. Okay. So the watch's duty to both patrol the town and aid its people. Go out there and make me proud. Alright, I gotta go visit Lavor. Do they have a Lavor? Oop. Olive of Life, so that's the revival item. That's like a Phoenix down, yeah? Yeah, it revives and restores HP. Hello. Now it's time to do our bullshit, where we run around and do everything. Sure, I can tell you. Ilian and Olive's only daughter. She can be a bit precocious and likes to use big words whenever she can. Candy? Just restores the HP of an ally. You can keep your candy, kid. Are you interested? Farmer who lives in Wishvale, a fun-loving woman who enjoys surprising those around her. She once learned the skills of a dancer just to see the look on people's faces. Lately, she's been teaching her daughter, Lila, extremely difficult words in order to surprise her husband, Ilian. Contend. Danger level 1. Contend with them to obtain items? Yeah, I want healing grapes. It's showtime! I am hurt currently, so that is something to keep in mind. Physical attack down, physical defense down. Ooh, you are not weak. Ooh, you are fast too. I can't vacuum slice. I should just abide. Okay, you are weak to sword. I'm just gonna break you. Yeah. Hit you one more time, you're broken. Oh, you're just done. Okay, I was gonna full boost on you. Break your foe, then enter boost mode to deal a devastating blow. Breaking an enemy will drastically reduce their defenses and render them unable to act. Press RB to enter boost mode and greatly increase the potency. You gain 1 boost point per turn. You can spend up to 3 to boost a command to 3 levels of power. If you use boost mode, you will not gain any BP on the following turn. Yakana. Bonus break. Da-na-na-na. That's it for my show. Here, have this. Handkerchief, scrape of rope, or scrap of rope. Might want to. You know what? We should go nap in the house. I don't need to waste my healing grape. We also need to get some of the magic stones because notoriously in these games and like Bravely Default and stuff, those things can be kind of busted when used in the correct fashion, especially early, before you're that powerful. Using some of the crystals to just absolutely obliterate a boss or cover a element that you don't have access to can be extremely powerful in these games. Okay. Hello. Lately my daughter started using some oddly difficult words. Must be because she's a genius. I need to enroll her at the academy in Atlasdam. Okay. You need to hear this. Farmer who lives in Wishvale. He's a religious man who never misses a day of church, and he adores his daughter Lila more than anything in the world. Lila. Hey, can you give me this? I'm sorry, but I can't get this to you. Oh no! Yeah, okay, so yeah, once you fail a certain amount of times... Luckily I can just ask you again, so I can just bug you for it. Okay, yeah, there's definitely NPCs that you just like can't do anything with. Okay, this is the button I wanted, just to pull up the full mini-map. Yeah, there we go. Hey kids. Nothing hiding over here? I expected like a shiny up there or something at least. Maybe I missed it? Because it feels like there should be some shinies around here. You seem busy, I'll come back later. Okay. Nothing else? Not getting in that house? Hello? You're not important? You're not important? Okay, so there's less characters to talk to, which will certainly make things easier. As far as exploring towns goes. I remember exploring some of the bigger towns and it taking like several episodes.
Oh, いいじゃねえか。さすがスティア。こりゃ立派な跡取りになるな。
Stia just looks like a young Aerith. Hey there. It's me.
見回りお疲れ様。うちはバッチリ。聖火祭の飾り付けももうすぐ完成しそうだよ。
見ろよ、この美しい継ぎ目。こいつがやったんだぜ。まったくもって天才だ。俺に似ちまったか。
もう冗談はいいから早く仕上げよう。
早く。
あとは俺がやっとく。お前は教会を手伝ってこい。なんたって祭りの舞台だからな。うちより人手がいるだろう。
分かった。行ってくるね。
いいか、大工ってのは縁の下の力持ちだ。この町を支えてやれよ。そのたくましい腕で。
一言余計だってば。
My character's just like, I feel I'm intruding.
教会に見回り？じゃあ一緒に行こっか。
Are you my intro party member that's not going to survive? New companion acquired. Yep. You're a builder? Novice architect. Influence fame. You use axes. Axes generally not the best in these games because they usually have really shit accuracy and missing really sucks. But they can be good in some instances. And obviously some characters have to use them. Do you have anything I could steal? Okay, so you're like a guest character. Yeah, so you're absolutely dying, or at least leaving the party soon. just you know, I know how these things go. Ooh. I can't get up there at all, huh? It isn't Quinn. Can I get you anything today? An Inspiriting Plum, maybe, but I can sell these 2 things. Just stole them off some person, or well, beat them up for it. Like, yeah, give me your random bits of cloth you have in your pockets. Put them up. Healing Grape. I'm noticing less of the... Octopath still had those, right? I'm not just thinking of Bravely Default, like the random sparkles where you could find things. Kind of in maps. Like there'd just be a sparkle on a screen and that's something. Because part of me is like rubbing my face on everything and just hammering A like you had to in, you know, some other RPGs. Bravely Default and mostly earlier ones, I would say. That was always a thing. Tomorrow's the Day of Reverence. We'll make sure everyone has a blast while you keep the town safe. Need my help? Collection point info. Ah, there we go. Yeah, the collection points. You gotta get the info first. Resident of Wishvale is unmatched in both his strength and love for alcohol. He's proud that the townspeople always come to him whenever they need someone to do physical labor. Cheap whiskey. Notice anything out of the ordinary? If you see anything, let me know. I'm sure you're sick of hearing that, considering your father's captain of the watch. Hey, Karen. Need something? Watchman who was born in the Highlands, but settled down in Wishvale after meeting Carabelle, who he later married. When he's not working at the tavern with his wife, he can be found patrolling the town. Well, I'm going to contend with you. I might need to heal, though. Oh, wait, no, we did go rest. Alright, I'm beating you up for that armor. I give everything my all, even training. Well, I have a friend, so I'm just gonna hit you twice. And assume you're weak to sword, because you are, because that's our only option here. And you're dead. Thank you. Fortunately for you, I had backup. God, there will be a lot of grinding that'll probably need to happen at points too. I want to let you have your moment. Just kidding. You earned this. Thank you. Go ahead and put that on. Gotta grab all of my free equipment and stuff that I can get. What I really need is the nuts. You know? Just give me all your nuts. It's such an unfortunate name for the stat boosting items in this. It reminds me of the ones in Golden Sun. Would you like a drink, Quinn? I'll serve you anything but spirits. Wait, am I not old enough? Am I just like 18? Am I a baby? Change skills. You can't do that. Okay. Wait, so can I give my skill to other people? Oh, they're like a set amount. Oh, that's interesting. So you can just move those around. That is neat. Okay. Well, I don't want to change my party or anything. Bye-bye. Okay. Hey, old-timer. What a peaceful day. Ander? Nice weather. Gentle old man who lives in Wishvale. He was born in Atlasdom and studied agriculture there. Now he puts that knowledge to use helping his wife with the farm work. Herb of healing. Haggle. So I got some years on it, but it's good. Your herb of healing has years on it? Hey Quinn, let's play. You're working. Okay, good luck. Okay, well, I'm still gonna steal from you. Well, Friend of Lila's. He is always at the mercy of the unyielding girl. Eating his fill of Granny Margot's vegetables is his favorite part of the Day of Reverence. 3 paprika? Gimme. Okay, here you go. I don't know why I have paprika in my pocket. I mean, it's more normal than whatever kids have in their pockets in Pathologic once again. Pathologic is a wild game. Series. Do you need anything? If it's vegetables you want, you'll have to wait until tomorrow. What if I ask you for them? A little tied up. Whoop, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were into BDSM. Is there something you need? Old farmer who lives in Wishvale. She's very meticulous about her work, even paying close attention to the quality of the soil. So people clamor for everything she grows, especially her flavorful vegetables. Give. Give. Don't be absurd. Uh-oh. Come on, it's a 98% chance. How did I roll the 2%? My luck's terrible. I'm sure we'll make it up later when I get, like, a really rare roll and manage to get a good item from someone. So does this just leave town? Or is there more to explore over here? You never know when danger might strike, so be sure to save often. Keep an eye out for this monument. Even if you forget to save, don't worry. When jumping between maps, the latest data will be saved automatically. This excludes fast travel in certain special circumstances. Alright, well, we can go ahead and save, and we will be cycling our saves, of course. Hey, Quinn, looking forward to the festival? No, I am. Give me a minute. Oh, shit. 95%, come on. Need something? Young man who lives in Wishvale, he may seem timid, but he can spring in the action when it comes to it. Yeah, I'll haggle that. Take good care. Thank you. Now I have a helmet. Yeah, leather helm. Give me my twist headband. That's what I really need. Or like cross helm. Something like that. I'm just throwing out Final Fantasy Tactics ones right now. Probably because recency bias. But twist headbands usually in the Final Fantasy games.
ほらローラナ、木材を持ってきたぞ。
ありがとう、ルータス、ネルム。私たちに手伝えることは何でも言ってね。明日の聖火祭、本当に楽しみなの。ええ、きっといいお祭りになるわ。
そういや、森の向こうで珍しいもんを見たな。赤い兵隊がいたんだ。戦でもあったりしてな。
Uh-oh.
もうルータス、そんなことあるわけない。
Yeah, that's crazy. This town would never be burned down.
金も資源もない小さな町だもの。戦には無縁よ。
Yeah, there's nothing they need here. It's not like the Chosen One lives here and they want to erase them off the earth because there's a prophecy saying the Chosen One will kill their leader or something, or, you know, we have like some sort of secret hidden magic that's some bloodline technique and we're the last survivor. You know, nothing like that.
だな、何かあってもうちには自警団がいるし。
Yeah, the like 3 people.
フリードさんがいりゃ誰が来てもかないっこね。
Okay, freed, yeah. Not fried. I just think it's funny to call you fried.
ええ。さあ、準備を進めましょう。
Let us begin. Yeah, yeah.
おばあさま、無理しないで休んでいて。
だがしきたりは破れぬでな。
どうしたの、ローラナさん。スティア。10日の儀は知ってるよね。
Okay, so they don't have the thing built into the dialogue where like when you have a created character, they just call you like, you know, vague things. Like they give you a term, like, you know, like the undead or the chosen or the mage or something like that. The enkindling.
聖火祭の夜に執り行う聖火に立てた青い炎を灯す儀式よ。
I am familiar with the sacred flame and the religion of this. My good friend Timonos knows all about it.
青年石で火を灯すのが古くからのしきたり。そして毎年必ず司祭が取りに行っていたの。でもおばあさまは最近具合が良くなくて。
なに、ローラナのくれた薬を飲めばよくなる。
Don't push yourself, Yaya.
油断しちゃダメよ。せっかく良くなってきたのに。10日の儀に備えて休んでいて。私が代わりに行くから。
だがお前がいなければ催しの準備が滞るじゃろ。
Volunteer? Nah. Not my problem.
ない。わしが行くかの。
It actually let me do it. Oh no. I was choosing it because I was like, oh, maybe we'll get funny dialogue if we say no, but uh-oh.
言ってあげようよ。
I'm busy. Nah. Okay. Is this a but thou must situation? I think so. I'll try one more time. I want to get the Super Paper Mario game over. Oh, you didn't help this priestess. Game over. Okay, fine. Alright. I'm going. I mean, I didn't have a choice, Lorana. Don't worry, Grandmama. I got you. I'm just joking.
私も行くよ。力仕事なら任せて。二人とも本当にありがとう。青年石は町外れの洞窟の奥にあるわ。
That's where our first fight's gonna be, and we're gonna come back and the town's gonna be burned down because we were away for it.
どうか成果のお導きがありますように。
I don't know. Not super crazy about the Church of the Sacred Flame. Not super crazy about organized religion in general. We've been over this in Octopath too. Way too much trauma and bad things associated with it. Also just history in general. Weird scholar. Is it Oswald or is it oh god, who was the one from Octopath 1? I want to say it's something that starts with A. It's not Alphys, that's Alvis? No. I want to say it's something like that. I don't know. My brain also went to Asterion. I swear it's something with an A, but I'm probably wrong. Thanks, Ludus. Yeah, everything is Daijobu, don't worry. Super Daijobu here. We've never been Daijobuer. Ooh, and I can investigate you two now. Gotta keep an eye out for that stuff. Truth is... collection point info, nice. So I do think you have to get those before they actually show up. A young woman who lives in Wishvale. She used to be worried that her mischievous friend Ludus might fall in with the wrong people. Well known for being scarier than a Gigantes. When she gets mad? I'm not gonna haggle you down 20 leaves. It's fine. I wanted to check, what does your thing say? A young man who lives in Wishvale, once known as an awful mischief maker. He turned over a new leaf after being lambasted by his childhood friend Nellum. The whole childhood friendship. Spiriting Plum, that'll be useful for my TP restoration. Okay. Do believe we are good now. And I think it's probably time we just leave. Does this have day-night cycle? I mean, the other ones did. And usually, you know, like, characters that are around and stuff would change when, you know, like, you hit a new cycle and stuff. So I am curious about that. Is there something over here? No? Nothing. Really, this must be where we go for something at some point. Unless it's just for a nice view, which is entirely valid. Hello. I could have ended there, but I was like, you know, it's the first episode. We want to make sure we see some stuff. Hey, dear. Where are you? I'm not getting you. I know some people are getting worn out on HD 2D, but as long as it's done well, I still really like it. I do still really like it a lot. Some things that are doing it are just throwing, like, way too many post-processing effects in it. And Octopath definitely does a little bit of that, but I feel like as long as you lean into it, it's still fine. Some games go a little bit overboard with it, though, and, you know, they're just throwing a lot of filters on it without actually, like, making something interesting. First aid, chop wood. Okay, you are not weak to that, so... here's what we do. We attack the marmot. You attack that. Then I will murder it. Get out of here, you. Yada yada. Healing grape. Alright. Fire Soulstone! That's what I was talking about getting. Hello, friend. Squeak. That's it? Okay. You keep doing you, alright? Shambling Weed. That is probably weak to Axe, I would imagine. I'm gonna attack the Viper. Yeah. Okay. And you... probably weak to that? Yeah. That checks out. Physical attack down. Owie. Body bash. Owie. Yeah, you're dead. I will slash you, which does break you. Doesn't quite kill you, but that's fine. Because I'm going to do this. Dead. And then you can finish that one. Appreciated. Dun, 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 dun. Hey. Got my level up. I need to unlock my job classes. North, Theatropolis Plains, Emberglow Wilds. Ah, why do these games have such beautiful music? I mean, I love it. Yasunori Nishiki is just woof. I believe that's the name of the composer for these. I need an AoE attack, honestly. Most of my setup skills aren't going to be useful in like random battles like this. That's something for, you know, like boss fights and stuff. Okay, since we got the preemptive strike, that works out very well. Could I? Probably not. I was wondering if I could just straight up kill it with that. Maybe I could have. Depends on how much HP they have. It looks like they may have around like 100. Maybe. Alright. We save one more time. And we go in here. Yes. Ah, water. Alright, little cave. Lego. Who in the? You're the scholar.
何かご用ですか? もしかしてあなたが噂の学者さんですか?
My character looks very unamused.
ごめん、先を急ごうか。
Yeah, that's how I greet people too. I want everybody to know I'm a zombie. Cerulean Caverns, danger level 2. So not too crazy.
ここに青年石があるんだね。
I hope so.
学者さん、なんで私たちのこと見てたんだろう。
I don't know, like I said, bloodline technique or something. Who in the? Archer?
なんだお前ら、ノモスに会ったのか。
Hey Finn.
フェンさん、どうしてここに？
見回りだよ。俺も自警団だからな。
Okay, so we do have more members than
おっ
just
さんに何かされなかったか。
the three we saw here. The person in the bar, my father, and me.
いえ、何も。
やっぱりか。あいつただ町人をじっと眺めてるんだ。実害が及んだことはないが気味悪がってる人が多くてな。で、お前らは何してんの？
司祭様の代わりに青年石を取りに。
あ、そっか。ややのばあさん、病気だったもんな。
Join the team.
どうしました？フェンさん。
なんか嫌な気配がする。やばい魔物がいるかもな。このフェンがお供してやるぜ。
I like your braid. Sick braid. Braids are top tier. New companion, Finn. What are you all about? You're level 5, first off, and you are a ranger, I'm guessing. Iron axe and bow that adds up like hunter, I think. You have some pretty good stuff too. What about skills? Can't really do anything there. Status? Yeah, you're power based. Yeah, you're a hunter. That's what I thought. Okay, cool. I'm wondering if, since I know we're building a town and we rebuild a town, I'm wondering if Wishvale does get destroyed like I'm saying. I don't know if that actually happens or not, but since I know we do like a town building thing in this, I'm like, I wonder if Stia's the architect and we survive, but we're the only ones that survive at the town, and then we work on rebuilding it or something. These things are very predictable once you play a ton of JRPGs. I could very much be wrong, though. Owls! I don't want to have to fight owl babies. Well, you're probably weak to this. There you go, dead. You are probably not weak to this, but you are probably weak to this. There we go. Almost turn one of them. I like you, Finn. You seem cool. I like you a lot. Wonder if we can get some of the like beautiful full art of some of these characters. Shield, boom. Because I feel like it would sometimes be on like the status page or something. Because a lot of the characters have beautiful full art. Yellow. I'm almost there. Bum 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 bum. Okay, Stia attack, and then Finn as well. And we might at some point start, like, you know, trimming out fights or something like that if it ever gets too much. It's especially easier these days to do, like, that sort of editing with my new editing software. So, we will see. But I think we should do the boss fight at least. Hopefully we don't get locked into, like, a really long cutscene or something. Mite, mite. No, I'm sorry. This is when the Adamantoise jumps down and we have to fight it. Or an alpha wolf. Okay, that's just like a Mizutsune or... Ooh, good music. Oh, good music. It really does look like not a Mizutsune. It's something, some other monster hunter monster. Yeah, I got this. Got the koi. Oh, cool art! Emerald Direwolf. God, I love Octopath art so damn much. And the music. Let's let it rock. Yeah, go ahead and heal yourself, girly. Alright, and then I can attack with ever of those raise own physical defense. That's a weird ability for a hunter to have. Let's just poke to find some vulnerabilities here. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Chop wood. You weak to axe? You are not, so it's probably sword. It's probably sword. We are going to weaken foundation though. Because I definitely want that active. Owie, owie, owie. Weaken foundation. Just keep those debuffs coming. Alright. And then repeated shot. Okay, that just makes it do more damage. Konegaro! We're just gonna hit you twice to get through that a little bit more.
こっちの番。
Item. Fire Soulstone. You might be weak to it. Maybe it would be weak to it. I'm just gonna attack you.
行くよ。
Might have been a good call to heal there. You know what? Heal yourself.
どうすね。
Bite. Owie.
やるか。
Okay. So... I might abide. Let's do that. Let's abide level 2, physical attack up. Well, no, there's no point in doing that. Let's just do repeated shot again, because we're just trying to hit that break meter. Now let's find out if you're weak.
弱点だ。
Okay, you are weak to sword. Good. You honestly... You can do like 1. It's not gonna do a ton of damage, but it's fine. Okay. Repeated shot. We'll do that. You'll have big BP for the next round here. Not being totally efficient with that. Okay, you stand ready. That's fine. That means big scary attack is coming. But it does not matter. Because we are about to wail on you. I can just break you with the 1.
今のうち。
Then you can do a big chop wood. Chop wood max! You chop that wood. Boom. Okay, you're yellow now, so boom. Repeated shot max. Okay, that was pretty good damage. Not enough though. Alright. We can finish it though with I can't vacuum slice, but downward slash! This is not boosted damage, but it's fine.
今のうち。
Okay. Chop wood. Repeated shot. That's not enough? I'm actually shocked.
こっちの番。
I really thought that was going to be enough.
さて、
You must be so close to dead.
消えろ。
There we go. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, we did it. Get out of here.
あいつはもう人を恐れて寄りつかんだろうさ。だが何だったんだ。あんな魔物初めて見たぞ。
レンさんがいてくれて助かりました。君もこんなに強くなってたんだね。
Yeah,
知らなかったよ。
I'm kind of cracked.
やるな。毎日団長と素振りしてたもんな。
ねえ、君はなんでもない。
Okay, if you insist.
さあ、青年石を取ろう。
Yeah, let's get mining. Minecraft, let's go. Uh-oh. Oh, I thought I like fell down and was hurt. That's what it looked like. It looked like I was holding my shoulder.
なんだこれ。青年石の中に指輪が。
A ring?
本当だ。綺麗な光。そうだね。気になるけど、寄り道するなって言われたもんね。
Yeah, we gotta get back, you know? Very important. Muy, muy importante.
消 傷は癒えたか。
Nomos the Scholar. Why do I feel like I recognize that name? Nomos. I'm scared to look it up, but I want to say like we read lore or something by someone named Nomos the Scholar in like some of the previous games or something, but I might be crazy. But alright, I think that's the first episode. We got a pretty good amount done, an hour and 11 minutes. I don't normally do hour-long episodes much these days, but if anything needs it, it's JRPGs. So, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for some more.